Good morning, this is Dr. Amy Hayek with Animal Chiropractic Education Source. And this morning's dog walk talk is, I want to discuss a little bit about keeping your animal healthy. And what I really want to discuss is the whole idea of the fact that people really can't afford a healthy pet. More often than not, they can only afford an animal that's not healthy. Really? Well, my animal's healthy except for his allergies. Well, then he's not healthy. My animal's healthy except he's got this limp. Well, then he's not healthy. So I want to change or shift your idea of what health really is. Health is the ability to live in the environment, do everything you're supposed to without illness, without injury, without allergy, without your skin breaking out, all those kinds of things. That's a lot to ask for a healthy pet. Many people come to us because they have a health issue and they're always perfectly healthy, except then we found this tumor. Well, if he's got a tumor, then he probably wasn't healthy to start with, and that's where our shift in thought has to come from. We have to start thinking about, how do I keep this animal healthy, not how do I fix the problem when it arises. So we see a lot of people who've spent $5,000-$6,000 on their animal for a diagnosis, but they can't afford the surgery, or they have been told that the animal's not going to live, and they can't. Then they say, "But I can't afford to get him adjusted every month." And so, what we come back to them with is, "Can you afford a sick animal?" I can't afford to do his toenails correctly every month. Well, then you can't afford a well animal. And that's a really harsh thing to have to say to someone who loves their pet. I mean, we know you love your pet. That's why you have them. But you wouldn't bring them to us if you didn't love your pet. If you didn't love your pet, you'd never even talk to us. But the thing is that we as a society have a tendency to be able to afford illness, but we can't afford health. So raw dog food, a chiropractic adjustment on a regular basis keeps that animal healthy. So let's extend that a little bit. What about our other animals? What about our horses and our chickens and our goats and our cows? Can we afford healthy animals? And that takes us to, can you afford to buy organic food in the grocery store? And if you can't, why is it that we can afford food that's not healthy, but we can't afford food that is? In a society like ours, we should be able to have healthy food, right? We should, there's all kinds of regulations out there to keep our food healthy. And yet people feed their dogs kibble dog food, as an example. So kibble dog food is cooked at high intensity, high pressure, so it can sit on the shelf for years and years and not rot. That's great, but if it can't rot, how do you digest it? Because digestion is basically speeding up the rotting so that we can get the nutrients out. So those are some ideas I want you to think about, and I know they're, for some people, a little hard to take. Can you afford a healthy pet? And what does it cost to afford a healthy pet? And is that cost less than affording a sick one? And let me put this in your mind, it is less expensive to have a healthy pet than a sick one in the long run. For more information on this, and more information on keeping your animal healthy, or how, as a doctor, as a veterinarian or a chiropractor, you can become more versed in training people about their well animals, check us out at animalchiropracticeducation.com. Have a great day.